Hey guys, Furo here. I greet you to a very demonic Hearthstone deck guide today. The following Demonlock deck was created and played by Thijs the last couple of days with a very good win rate, and because it is similar to the Raza Priest decks performing decently against dual decks, I will show it to you now. With the inclusion of both Krul the Unshackled and Kazakus, you are of course looking at a Highlander deck, so a deck that is using only one copy of each card available. With the loss of Reno Jackson, Highlander decks took definitely a hit on their win rate in Standard, but nonetheless there are still enough tools available to build some decent decks for it. That is especially true since the latest expansion was released and a bunch of new control cards like the Lich King or the Death Knights have emerged. The Warlock Death Knight Blood Reaver Gul'dan is then also a good substitution for Reno Jackson, giving you a constant flow of fresh blood on your life points. Additionally, he is fitting perfect in any demon themed deck. With the ability to resummon all earlier killed demons, your board presence is going from 0 to hero in an instant. Definitely a game changer for the Demonlock deck. The rest of it is really straightforward, what you would and should expect of a Kazakus or Krul deck. As a nice tech card, we are of course including the Skulking Geist, a card that is getting more and more valuable the higher the amount of druids is getting each day. Right now there are nearly 40% druid players on Legends, so definitely the right way to go, but also of course good against some other classes. With the Geist you are targeting directly all these Jade Idol cards, and because it is more or less your only viable tool available at the moment, you should definitely include it in a bunch of different decks. Anyway, so much for the overview, let's just jump into some games. Alright guys, so here we go, starting our session against Rogue. It will be interesting. Mountain Giant is good, Twilight Drake is good for the start. Kazakus would also be good, but we right now have too many high cost cards with the Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant in our hand. So we are just dropping that, keeping the Tar Creeper. We have the coins, so potentially we can play the Twilight Drake a bit earlier, or Mountain Giant or whatever, getting the Tainted, which is good. So it gives us a nice little curve. And the card pack you are seeing here, by the way, is the new one from Twitch Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can just link that with your Battle.net account, and then you get a card pack or even two card packs, and you can then just decide which card pack you want to pick, and the team that has the specific card pack is then getting more booster packs or something like that. Just check out the promotion in your Battle.net client. Thrash Burglar, stealing a card from our class, he's getting 2 patches as well, so that's 2 damage in our face. And Defile would now be very nice, we could just clear the whole board. Fortunately, we do not have that, so on the other hand, we will then just go for the coin, dropping the Tar Creeper, which has 5 life. These have only 4 attacks, so that's not too bad for us. Yeah, it looks like he's losing everything. Perfect outcome. He's also going for the weapon, so the dagger is killing than our Tar Creeper. So, on the other hand, you could say, he definitely lost more than we have. Earthen Ring Farseer, yeah, we will just use this one and play the Happy Ghoul for free. Gives us a nice board presence, and next turn then just a Twilight Drake most likely, which is just getting buffed by 4 cards, but still better to have more board presence right now, which is then giving our opponent more trouble, because your board is just stronger than if you are just drawing a card here and playing the Tainted or whatever. Shaku the Collector is incoming. Oh man. So with this one, whenever he attacks, he will get a random card from our class, and we cannot deny that right now, but we can still play the Twilight Drake and pushing 6 into our opponent's face, so he's down to 21. The Shaku right now is not that huge of a problem. I mean, he's getting 1 extra card, but it's just a 2-3, so we can easily trade next turn. He will not get more than 1 card here. It's a golden one, by the way, so I like golden ones. Shadowcaster, he's getting another Shaku into his hand. Alright, so that might be more cards for him to get. Can still trade goodly, get a dirty red. Well, probably not playing that. Let's draw another card. Red Infernal. Yeah, so we will probably play this one as well. Going for trade. Then 3 more on the face. And I think we might just drop this one. Also, if he has a Fan of Knives, nah, that's not good. Let's pass. If he has Fan of Knives, he can kill too much here. Shaku the Collector is just a 1/1 copy, which means if we drop the Red Infernal, we can easily kill that without giving him the value of an additional card. Keep that in mind. If he's dropping Shaku, we might just be forced to play the Red Infernal. Going for the Lotus Assassin. Playing a lot of stealth units. Maybe that's a stealth rogue deck. Well, with that board right now, it's not useful to play the Dread Infernal. He's attacking, he's already going down to 14. Despicable Dreadlord, that's way better. So, gonna hit this one. Then 3 in the face, he's down to 11. We are killing the Squire here. Plus the Lotus Assassin is getting 1 point of damage, which means if he's using the Lotus Assassin for a trade on the Despicable Dreadlord, he's still losing the Lotus Assassin. And because he's already down to 11 life, we have a very good position right now. It's not too tough for us to push 11 points. If we go into stuff like a Hellfire, Dread Infernal, Abyssian Enforcer, these are all damaging everything. Time is running out, my friend, so what are you doing? What is your plan? But now I concede, more or less. He's finally deciding to trade. Time is running out still, you need to be hurry. There's a Firefly, just like that. Is that everything you can do? The agent is also coming, so at least he's denying 3 points of damage. We're still pushing 3 in his face. And he's down to 8. We get a Doomguard. That is then nearly enough. Still not exactly, but well. Still the 3 in the face here. And we're going for another card to draw, dropping the Mountain Giant then. And hope to kill him next turn. So we need 8 points. The Mountain Giant is 8 points. He is totally killing the Happy Ghoul. But Doomguard is also coming. If we get Hellfire, that would be nearly enough. So all in all, we should be fine in most cases. And if there is a guard, a taunt coming, we can just use the Spellbreaker, of course. But I do not think that he's dropping one. Dark Iron Dwarf. Oh wow. And the Cold Blood. Look at him. He's killing our Mountain Giant with a small unit. And he's also killing the Happy Ghoul, of course. Flame Elemental. Shaku the Collector. It's definitely time for the Dread Infernal. Voidwalker. Gonna drop this one. We're dropping the Voidwalker here as well. He's sitting at 7. And with the Doomguard, I hope to win next turn. It should be possible. But I mean, you never know what he has in hand. He has a Leroy Jenkins. He's giving us some small units. But even the small units will be good enough. Because we have the Spellbreaker and we have a Doomguard. So he's fighting for his life. We just keep him in the 1-1. He was trading into the other one. But well, doesn't matter too much. So still think we can either play the Siphon Soul here. Crushing this one and then pushing a bit of damage in the face. We could also use the Siphon Soul, Mortal Coil and kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. That might also be a cool idea. Yeah, going for that. Let's play the Tainted, that's dealing then 2 points of damage to the Mortal Coil. Maybe we get something else that we want to play. Cruel the Unshackled. Oh, cool action next time with the Doomguard. Let's play Siphon Soul, 1 in the face. We're going back to 26, he's down to 6. We have 2 damage on the board. We can push another 5 with the Doomguard. That is 7 in total. Good enough to kill him. Cabal Trafficker. That's not good enough for you, because you're just getting the unit at the end of your turn. And the Sea Devil Stinker. So the game is decided at this point. We'll just win with our Cruel the Unshackled. So we can just play the Doomguard, of course, without playing the Cruel. But the outcome is the same. Let's just push the damage in, and Doomguard is finishing the job. So that's a victory against the Rogue. We are going for a second game, and this one is against the Druid, so by far the best class right now in the game. Start is looking not too hard, we are just replacing everything. So I mean the Ooze, there is no weapon normally that the Druid is playing. You could keep a Kazakus, but a few more early cards might be more useful. Especially against the Druid, you definitely want to see a Skulking Geist, which is just crushing any Jade Druid. But opponent is going for the Token Druid, which is also dangerous. Innovate, there's the Enchanted Raven, he's dropping something for 2, a Direwolf Alpha. So we might just counter that with the Doomsayer. But on the other hand, it could also just mean that he is killing the Doomsayer here. If he's finding 1 buff card, he currently has 5 damage on the board, so with 1 buff card, he would just crush the Doomsayer. The only good thing is he would not deal any more damage. At least for this turn, but more is coming. So what do you have? Shapeshift, it's just 6 points of damage, so he definitely needs the buff card. Or he needs, for example, you could play the Patches, the charge, that would also be 7. He's going for the Shapeshift. Oh wow, perfect start. So that's just not good enough. He's pushing us 6 in the face. We are killing all the units. And because he was only running small units, we might just go Dirty Red. That should be fine. There is literally not too much that I'm afraid of. So we're going Dirty Red. He's getting another Enchanted Raven on the board. Yeah, that's a perfect kill here then. Most likely. I mean, if he's buffing the Enchanted Raven, we are still killing it in 2 turns. He's just going for the Shapeshift. So Enchanted Raven will be going down. Which is sitting in a tight spot. We're drawing an extra card. Despicable Dreadlord. He might be conceding relatively soon. The start was not optimal for him, so this might be over in just a couple of turns. Probably not even forced to play until the end. These are all not doing much. You can now just use the Shapeshift. We are clearing the small units with the Dirty Red. So if you have any time a problem against the Token Druid, you just need a little Dirty Red, and the token is getting crushed. Still continuing. Oh, Bittertide Hydra, that's why. Definitely a good idea. On the other hand, this one is dealing 5 in combination with the Bloodmage Thalnos. Plus he's getting a bit of damage. So going down to, how much is that, 27? You're killing everything again. He's sitting there with 2 cards. And 2 cards is normally not good enough if I'm still at 22 life. Firefly. Flame Elemental. And that is apparently it. So we're going down Despicable Dreadlord. Killing those 2 units again. And the Despicable Dreadlord is just dealing 1 point of damage at the end of our turn. Getting a happy Ghoul. I think we're also dropping the Mistress here, to be honest. Gives us life back, and I do not care too much if he's getting life back. So this unit's also down. One of the few cards that could give him a push would be the Living Mana, but if he's going for the Living Mana, we are just using our destruction cards like the Abyssal Enforcer here, so it's not like he's gaining too much from that. There is the Crypt Lord, he's getting, after the Summoner Minion, he's getting +1 health. And he's also buffing it, so a bit bigger. It's 3/8 now. And a Shapeshift. What are you doing with the Shapeshift? What we are doing is definitely going Spellbreaker. So this one is not a problem. And he's down to 1 card. So enjoy that. Dark Reaper? No. It will be Spellbreaker first. This one is down. We can just crush it if we like. Dropping a Dark Reaper. And maybe now he's conceding. There's a concede. That was fast. 4 minutes for the Token Druid.